Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing extremely well. So, am I audible to you? Can you just confirm if I'm audible to you? Anyone in the chat box? Hey everyone, back to the channel. Hope you guys are audible. I'm audible. Cool. Let's wait for everyone to join in the comment section. Waiting for everyone to join in. Then we get started. Hey, okay, waiting for everyone to join in. Been very long. Being back after a very long interval. Distinct palindrome subsequences bana dena please. Distinct palindromic subsequence. Correct. I have to चल रहा है. I need divide and conquer playlist. अरे भाई एक someone so there's a DP playlist which is still going. Let me spend some time on this and complete the DP playlist, and then we will. Why don't lead code tomorrow? Why we do Sunday lead code, Saturday code studio. Sunday lead code, Saturday code studio, guys. I uh, I don't participate in contest. Done with contest nowadays. I just check out all the problems and I submit it over here itself. I'll be out on trip next week. एक स्ट्रीम का कोड वीटा का क्वेश्चन कोड वीटा क्वेश्चन शिट मैन वो इंग्लिश से तो स्टोरी पढ़ने में नींद आती है. The lead code enough for Google preparation. I think you need to do a lot of unknown problems on different logic. Anyways, so the link is in the description for the contest. You can just go over there. Okay, you can just go over there and start off. अभी कहीं यूरोप नहीं जा रहे भाई. War. So let's test ourselves. And these are the four problems. It's a simple one. This is again hashing. These two are beginner friendly problems, and this one is a DP. So we are continuing DP playlist. So if you are following the DP playlist, you can actually solve this problem. And for people who are following the DP playlist, they'll find this problem very easy. And then this problem is something which I'll not do because I was checking out the test cases. I did have some reservations about the test cases. So I've asked the team to check out the test cases. Probably I'll do it someday other or not. Not sure. But these three problems are what we are planning for today. Okay. So okay, cool. So this is the first problem, which is trade. So I'll just give you some time to read the problem, and then probably we can start off. That's the first problem. Please read it. Please read it, and then we'll get started. Okay. Do you have a code forces contest going on or what? कोई कोड फोर्सेस का कॉन्टेस्ट चल रहा है क्या? So let me know. Give me a UK if you've understood the question and then I'll get started. You can give me a UK if you've understood the question and then we will get started. कोड वीटा का नहीं यार. कोड वीटा नींद आता है उसके सवाल काफी. एक तो इतना बड़ा बड़ा स्टोरी लिखते हैं वो लोग, ऊपर से पैथेटिक ग्रामर, राइट? Cool. So read the question. Give me a UK if you've understood this and then we'll get started. Please read the question. Okay, if you understood the question, can you tell me how will you solve this problem? The problem kind of states that there is someone as Ninja who is a budding entrepreneur. He likes to make money from money. He is given rupees 1 initially, very important. He dreams of making n rupees, is what he is dreaming of making. You can make a profit of rupees 1 by increasing the value 1, or you can make an 100% profit, that is total amount is doubled. So that's the question. They're basically asking you, how can you make n 5? Imagine n is given as 5. So probably I can say that, hey, listen, I have 1, I'll double it or I'll increase it by 1, then I'll again double it, then make it 4, then I'll add a plus 1. Yes, then I'll add a plus 1, so that this guy becomes 5. So in this way I can say I took 1 1 1 3 steps, so the answer is 3. So I'll be requiring 3 steps in order to make 1 2 5. I'll be requiring 3 steps in order to make 1 2 5, right? So that's what I can say. It's not seal, it's not seal. Are there any other examples? No. So basically they're saying you can double it, like you can double at any junction, or you can increase the value by 1. So if you're looking to reach at n, so ideally if n is even, so the best way, if n is even, I will try to make it n by 2. Why? Because the question clearly states you need the minimum number of days. So if I divide the number by half, the reduction of the number will be maximized, right? And if this is even, it's fine. If this is even, it's fine. But if it is any chance odd, what I'll do is I'll try to just subtract it by -1, because if it is odd, there is no point in dividing it by 2. So I'll subtract it by -1. And the next step, probably I can divide it again. So greedily I'll try to make it half if it's an even number. If it's an odd number, then what I'll try is I'll try to reduce it by 1. That's what I'll try to do, right? And in this way I can easily get the minimum number of days in which I can make the rupees n. So I can start from n and I can continue till I reach 1, and I can compute the number of steps, right? Understood? Yash, I did not see the mail. कौन से में किया था? ठीक है. So now there is no need to select, there is no need to select DP, because greedy will work, because my intention will be to reduce the number as much as possible. So can I say, if this is given as something like this, can I say, I'll say the steps are 0, and I can just keep on doing till n is greater than 0, and I know one step is something which I'll always do, and I can return the steps. So what I know is, if n modulo 2 is odd, then I will do n minus equal to 1, else I'll do n by equal to 2. So that's what I'll do. If it's an odd, then I'll subtract by 1. If it's an even, I'll just divide it by 2. And I'll keep on doing till it reaches 1, rather, not 0, 1, because at 1 you stop. So you'll just keep on doing, and you can easily get the number of steps, right? Okay, so cool enough. We are getting our desired output as well. We are able to see all the test cases. Okay, fine, it is working. Let's quickly submit it and see if it is working fine. Hey champ, hold on, we are checking. Compilation done, large test cases passes. Okay, correct answer. Is that clear to everyone? Thank you, Yash, for joining. Is that clear to everyone? US, if you've understood this. Can I get an US if you've understood this? Everyone, get me an US in the comment section if you've understood the code. Get me an US in the comment section if you've understood the code. It's a very simple code. The complexity is definitely logarithmic of n. The complexity is definitely logarithmic of base to n. Why? Because most of the times you will end up dividing the number by 2. Because most of the times you'll end up dividing the number by 2. And whenever you are dividing the number by 2, the complexity turns out to be logarithmic base to n. The complexity turns out to be the logarithmic base to n. I hope that makes sense. Okay? Right? Everyone got it? The link in the problem link is in the comment section. The link in the comment section. You can definitely check it out from there. right? Everyone understood? Perfect. Looks like everyone. Why n greater than 1? Because you start from 1, right? So once you've reached 1, you don't need to do anything. That's why n greater than 1, because once you've reached 1, that's your destination. N to 1, right? Once you've reached 1, that's your destination. Cool, guys. So that was the first problem that we have done. Amazing code compiling. Okay, let's do this question, and I'll ask you to read this question, and then probably we will start off. Please read the question, and then we'll get started. Okay. Please read the question, then we'll get started. Why do we need a loop? Because we need to convert it from n to 1, right? So every junction you have to do some steps. That's why. So can you just x by 2 is even, x minus if it's odd. No, Harsh, it won't work because see, if you're given something as 14, then 14 by 2, then it will come as 7. And you have to subtract by 1, then it will get 6. Then 6 you'll divide by 2, 3. Then that's why that will not work. Yeah. Harsh, there's a link in the comment section. You can just go across and try the problem. Okay? Just go across and try the problem. Anyways, read this problem. Give me a UK if you've understood this. Give me a UK if you've understood this, and then we will get started with the next one. Okay, the question was giving TLE. Obviously, it would have give TLE because I think hash map will take logarithmic of n, right? That's why you need to be careful while doing this problem. Anyways, read this problem. We'll do the problem. I'll recommend you to read the problem, please. Then we'll get started with the problem. नहीं समझा? भैया मैं बिगिनर हूँ, डीएसए में मुझे इजी सॉल्व नहीं होते, लीड कोड पे तो क्या करूँ, कैसे किधर प्रैक्टिस करूँ? अरे बेसिक्स पहले कर लो, फिर लीड कोड पे जा. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, डू बेसिक्स first, then start with lead code. You should not directly jump into lead code because those are more on less interview type problems. So try to cover your basics, pick up all the topics, try to cover all the basics, then start with lead code. Okay, basics you can do from any platform. Yes, hash map is logarithmic of n, thereby it will give TLE. That is Kazaku, that is the reason. Okay, if I have answered your question, please don't spam now. Okay, let's read the question. Okay, so what is the question now stating? Now the question states that given a permutation of an array. Okay, so permutation means 1 to n will be jumbled. Like if I'm giving you 1, 2, 3, 4, it can be 4, 3, 2, 1, it can be 4, 2, 3, 1, it can be 4, 1, 2, 3. So when you jumble up the numbers, that's what you call as permutation. Okay, so you're given a permutation of n integers from 1 to n. Your task is to find the cost needed to process all the array elements. So you need to process all the array elements. Now, what are they saying? You have to start processing the elements from the array position having integer 1. So you have to start wherever the integer 1 is there, and then you have to move to the 2, then you have to move to 3, and then till n is what you need to move. So you start from 1, you go to 2, you go to 3, and then you go to 4, and so on till n you need to go. Okay? Now the cost to process the element at position j from the previous element is the difference, the absolute difference of their existence. Okay, and the overall cost is the sum of all the process cost. The initial cost is 0. Like when you start from the first element, the initial cost is 0. What does this question exactly mean? Let's understand. So they're saying you have to start from 1, then you have to go on till 2, then 3, then 4. Okay. So if I write down the indexes are like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if I'm writing down the indexes, they definitely look something like this. So where is 1? If I ask you where is 1, here's 1. So this is going to be a starting point. So you start at 1, that's your starting point, and the cost required for that will be 0 because it states the initial cost for processing the first element is 0. So the cost required is 0, right? What after that? After 1, you have to find 2. So where's 2? Here's 2. So you need to go from 1 to 2. So 1 was at index 0. 2 is at index 4. So what is the difference of indexes? 4 is the difference of index. So you add 4 to the answer. After 2, you have to go to 3. So now what is the difference of 3? Here's 1. Here's 1. So the difference is 4 minus 3. 4 minus 1, that's 3. So you add up 3. After 3, where will you go? You'll go to 4. So you'll go here. Now what's the difference? 3 minus 1, that's 2. Right after that, where will you go? 5. They'll go to 5. So what's the difference? 3 minus 2, 1. So you just summarize this and you'll get the answer to be 10. Is this clear? Is the question clear? Is the question clear? Can I get an EQ if you've got the question? Can I get an EQ if you've got the question? Can everyone give me an EQ if you've got the question? Yes, how will you do this? As a simple one. How will you do this? Any idea? So how will you do this? Hash map, yeah. If you're using hashing, then probably you will be able to do this. You just need to use hashing, right? So if you're using hashing, you'll be able to do this. So how will you use hashing? I can say that, hey, listen, let's first store wherever the numbers are there. Okay, let's first store all the numbers wherever they exist. So 1 is existing at index 0, 2 is existing at the index 5, 2 is existing at the index 4, 3 is existing at the index 1, 4 is existing at the index 3, 5 is existing at the index 2. So what I've done is, probably you can hash all the occurrences. Just make sure you hash all the numbers and the index wherever they are stored. Okay, hash the numbers and the index wherever they are stored. Now start with 2. So you do the difference is 4. Then you do the difference is 3. Then you do the difference is 2. Then you do the difference is 1. And what you do is, you simply take all the summations and you get the summation as 10. Clear? You can hash map all the occurrences wherever they are stored. Then you can just go across, right? Can you do this? Everyone? I think everyone has understood. Now, remember, since the numbers are clearly stated that the numbers will be between 1 to n, there is no need to use any different hash map data structure or in map data structure. What you can do is, you can simply create an array of size n plus 1 and you can use the array to hash, because in array the lookup time is bigo of 1. In array the lookup time is bigo of 1, so it will work. But the moment you start using a map, the lookup time becomes logarithmic of n, thereby it might give you TLE. So please make sure you use an array in order to look up. Got it? So what I can do is, yeah, Nick, so I can see your comment. So what I can do is, okay, let's create a hash table, but this time the hash table that I'll create will be of n plus 1 size. Okay, that's what I'll do. Right after this, what I can do is, okay, this is the hash map size. Let's go across over here and I can say hash of the number. Where is this number stored? At the index I. Okay, done. Now I know I need to compute the process cost. So cost is 0. And I know the number starts from this and it goes until here. So what I can say is cost plus equal to, I just need to find where does I exist as of now. So I does exist over here and I just need to exist where does the previous guy existed. So once you've done this, you can just return the cost and that will be your answer, right? There's no need to like Java or So Java or C++, the entire code structure will be same, right? Even if you use Java, you're going to write the same code, isn't it? It's just the array declaration. So it doesn't matter if I'm coding in Java or C++. The logic is the crisp, right? Because in Java also you write the same for loop, same stuff. In Java also you write the same thing. Yeah, instead of absolute, what you write in Java, mat.abs, right? That's what you write. So that's a similar slight change. Well, you can do it yourself. I'll quickly run this off. Okay, and then I'll try to submit this. So can I get in US if you've understood this? Can I get in US from everyone if you've understood this? Can I get in US if you've understood this, guys? Can I get an US if I've understood this, guys? US from everyone? And it gets the time complexity is definitely a BGO of n over here. You're requiring an BGO of n over here. Then over here, you're again requiring a BGO of n. So in total, you're requiring BGO of n plus BGO of n, which makes it BGO of 2n. Okay, that's the total time complexity. Right? Everyone has understood? That's amazing. That's amazing. So what we will do is now we'll move to the last problem for the day. Let's quickly move to the भाई जावा कैसे अरे जावा जिसको आता है वो कर लो ये क्या जावा सी प्लस प्लस करते हो यार क्या यार तुम लोग भी maximize coin okay this is the DP problem so just a quick खुल जा खुल जा खुल जा खुल क्यों नहीं रहा okay DP problem है so in case खुल खुल अरे खुल भाई क्या हो गया तेरे कोई नहीं मैं प्रॉब्लम खुला हुआ है मेरे मैं खोलूंगा पता नहीं कुछ इश्यू तो है इस here comes the question. Cool. Here's the problem. So this problem is a DP problem. So guys, this problem is similar to the problem that we did. Like I'll just show the problem. Just in case you're new to DP, I'll tell you what you need to do. I have done a similar problem in our dynamic programming playlist as well. So अभी रुको मैं तुमको एक playlist दिखा देता हूँ वहाँ पे ऐसा सवाल अपन किया है. Just wait. Okay, so if you just open the dynamic programming playlist, we have done a similar problem. Wait, so what you can do is right from DP8. So if you just start with DP this 8, which is the grid unique paths, okay, and you go across and you do till DP9, 10, like DP8, DP9, 10, you'll get an idea about how to solve problems in grids. It's very important whenever you're given problems related to grids, you need to do these three problems. If you do these three problems, like these three problems, you can solve any DP on grids problem, right? So this is an extension of whatever I have taught. So just in case you don't know DP, watch out these three problems and then we will start off with this. Like you can probably pause the stream or watch afterwards, but make sure you do it. Okay. Let's come back to this. Okay. I'll give you some time to read the question and then we will solve this. Okay. Okay, so this question we will read, then we will start. Okay. I'll give you 4 minutes. अरे yes, कमेंट में स्पैम मत करो यार फिर मेरे को ब्लॉक करना पड़ेगा पढ़ के जाओ ना कमेंट्स में क्या लड़ाई कर रहे हो बच्चे जैसे read the question and just because this was clashing with lead code I've asked the team to organize this contest every day at Friday 10 p.m. okay every day Friday 10 p.m. so sorry Friday 8 p.m. my bad Friday 8 p.m. is when they will organize this weekend contest sorry weekend contest every Friday they will organize so that you can participate okay? Every Friday at 9 o'clock my bad at 9 o'clock is when they will be organizing so keep a track on Codestudio you will get every Friday 9 o'clock make sure you participate okay so, Trevor, can you please just tell me how the answer at the bottom is 44 where's 40 I'm 40 okay this one we'll try to solve it don't worry let's first read the question let's give some time to read for everyone to read the question then we'll start आदर्श पहले DP8 DP9 DP10 देख लो जाके DP8 DP9 से पहले DP1 से 7 भी देख लेना फिर आके ये देख लो. Once you have done all the DP on like till DP 10, DP 1 to 10, make sure others you watch it, DP playlist. Then you will have an idea about what is DP, what is memorization, what is tabulation. Then come back and watch this, because now whatever I'll teach for people who have idea about DP. Okay, so if you don't have idea, go and watch DP playlist. So tomorrow at 10, tomorrow at 10 we'll solve lead code weekly contest. Okay, we will solve lead code weekly contest tomorrow at 10. So if you haven't registered, like you don't need to register, sorry, my bad. So there is a weekly contest 283. There's a weekly contest 283 which happens okay, sorry, not this one, my bad. Yeah, oh yeah, so 284 is the next weekly contest which will happen tomorrow in the morning. Just add it to your Google Calendar. Tomorrow morning 8 a.m. please wake up and solve it. Virtual maddo, try to give it on the original time. Wake up and solve it. And what we will do is we will solve it tomorrow 10 o'clock at night. We will solve all the problems. Okay, okay. So make sure you watch, give as much lead code contest, as much code studio जहाँ भी contest हो रहा है, if there is a contest happening which is related to online assessments, because these kind of questions generally come up in online assessments. Like code forces, I understand it's a bit of story related problems that will come in tougher companies like Infosys, Hack with Infi, and all of this. But when you talk about normal online assessments, if you do these kind of contests, lead code पे हो गया, code studio पे हो गया, जो interview kind of like online assessment, like these questions are online assessment, like short hoga story, crisp hoga. Online assessment will have these kind of questions. So try to give as many questions so that you get a knack of online assessment. Okay, tomorrow I'll do at least 3. Let's see. Okay, question पढ़ लो. UQ, please give me UQ if I've understood the question, then I'll get started. Give me UQ if I've understood the question. I'll start within 2 minutes. Okay. Lol, bhaiya, Infosys. Infosys is tough company. At least hack with Infosys is tough. Like, see, in Infosys, getting a 3.6 package is not tough. We're talking about the 8 lakh package, sorry, 9.5, the power programmer package. That's tough in Infosys. I will say this. क्योंकि क्वेश्चन पढ़ते हैं, क्वेश्चन on sorry, one, my bad. One day Ninja came across a grid of size n cross m, okay, where some cells have some gold coin, perfect, and other cells are empty. Currently he is at cell 0 comma 0 and will go to the cell n minus 1. So if this is the grid, he will start from here and he'll try to go here, okay, and can go only towards the right or the down. Okay, that is from the cell ij. He can go to the I plus 1 j and I comma j plus 1. Okay, sorry, if the cell exists. Now he will collect the gold coins from the cells he's visiting. But there is a condition. He can collect coins from at most k number of cells from each row. Like, he can't be like, if k is given as 2, remember this, if k is given as 2, he can't collect all these 3 items. He cannot collect all these 3 items because it clearly states you can only collect k number of cells from each row. So you cannot collect more than k. And since k was 2, in this row, you are collecting 3, which is not allowed. In this row, you're just allowed to collect 2 guys. Okay. So your task is to find the maximum number of coins Ninja can collect if he chooses his path optimally. Okay. Cool. So For an example, if I take this, he will start at 0 comma 0. Okay, he will go to 0 comma 1. Then since they are 0, he will not collect it. Then he'll go to 1 comma 1, which is 5. Then he'll go to 20. Then he'll go to 5. So eventually he will collect 5, 20, and 5, which makes it a summation of 35, which makes it a summation of 35. Ideally, if they would have not given you the condition of k, you would have gone 0, 10, 5, 25. Since they've given you k as 2, you are not allowed to collect 3 items in a row. You can at max collect 2 items in a row. So you have to make sure that you don't collect more than k items in a row. Is that understood to you? Is that understood to you? Is that understandable to you guys? Everyone? Everyone? Now remember one thing. You can go to a cell and you can skip collecting as well. Like imagine I take a path like this. 0. I can go to 10 as well. But I'll not collect 10. Then I'll go to 5. I'll collect 5. Then I'll, sorry, my bad. नहीं कर सकते तो ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. नहीं कर सकते ये वाला चीज़. No, we can't. If you are going, you have to collect, otherwise no. ठीक है, समझ में आ गया? You can't collect. If you're going, you have to be, you should be able to collect, otherwise you cannot go. Yeah, that's the condition. Perfect. Understood, everyone? Someone said ये 44 कैसा है भाई? कौन सा 44 आया था? Someone was asking me to solve one. Okay, here's the grid. Let's try to solve it. Someone did ask me for this. Let's see. So over here they're giving the answer as 44. Let's see. K is given as 3. 44. Okay. How do I get 44? Let me quickly check if I'm getting 44. By any naked eye, am I getting? I don't think I'm getting 40. मिल सकता है, पता नहीं, कोड से देखना पड़ेगा. नेकेड आई से तो मुझे 10, 12, 18, 20, 32, 36, 2, 10, 2, 8, 2, 3, 8, 5, 13, 9, 21, 12, 13, 30. I'm not getting 44. Are you getting 43? Are you anyone getting 44 for this example? Let's try on a pen and paper. Yeah, it's like unique path with a check off. Yeah, you just need to make sure that. Anyways, please go through this and let me know. Okay, someone says 10, 6, 2, 9. Okay. 10, 6, 2, 9 in row 1. Okay, I got 43. How did you got 43? Let's, whoever got 43, can you just write? Okay, 10, 6, 9. I got 44. Don't select 2 in second. Okay. So you're saying don't select 2 in second. Okay, cool. So we can go as 2. We can go as 10. We can go as 6. Okay, we can go as 9. We will go to 2, but we will not select it. Then we'll go to 12. Then we'll go to 5. Probably this will get. Like, we went to 2, but we did not select it. We will not select 2. We will not select 2. So 2, 10 is 12. 16, 6 is 18. 89 is 21. 21. नहीं, तब भी तो नहीं है. ये मेरा 18. 18, 9 is not 21. 27. 27. 39, 44. Yeah. This is the path that you can follow. Like, yeah, you will not select. Basically, I think there is a slight of confusion in the question. The question should have been कि we cannot select. So according to that इसका आंसर गलत है, मतलब इस पे तो आंसर ये होना चाहिए. मैं 10 पे जाऊंगा, राइट. मैं 5 पे नहीं जाऊंगा, मैं 20 लूंगा, मैं 5 लूंगा, तो इसका आंसर मैक्सिमम आंसर कैन बी 35. Yeah, the maximum answer will be 35 for this. Like you will not select it. You will not select. So yeah, you can select or not. You can select or not. That's allowed. Cool. So what is the step one? So if you have seen my DP series, what have I always told you? So over here, express everything in terms of ij, right? That's the first thing. Express everything in terms of ij. And over here, will I have one more variable introduced? Can I say over here, you can go to a square? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, Shashank, you can go to a square and not collect it. I also missed that. So I always say in DP, the first step is express everything in terms of, express the function in terms of ij. But in over here, they're saying on a row at max, you can collect k. So can I say, probably there will be another variable k, which states how many have I collected on that given row. How many have I collected on that given row? Can I say one more thing will be introduced? Something like knapsack, where in knapsack you said back का weight इतना है, तो इधर मैं बोलूंगा कि इस row पे k ही collected है. So one other variable on DP on grids will be introduced k, right? Then the step 2 is explore all. And what are you looking for? Maximal answer. So return the maximal answer. Correct? That's what I will do. That's what I've taught you the steps. So can I say, if I'm writing the function, like I'll forget everything, writing the function, if you have seen my DP series, int I, int j, and you'll write int k, right? As of I'm not taking anything. Okay, let's try the base case afterwards. What are the possibility? Can I say one possibility is select? Like I'll select the cell, and the other possibility is don't select the cell. So if I'm selecting the cell, can I say I can only select the cell if this k has something, okay? So I can say that, hey listen, if I have, probably you can take something else, limit, you can take it as limit because you'll have to take k, so probably take it as limit. If I have the limit to pick up this cell in the ith row, perfect, in the ith row, so I can take it if I have the limit. So can I say if I have the limit, then I can definitely select. That's for sure. Now if I'm selecting in grids, I know there will be two ways. What are the two ways? One is go up, one is go down. Any doubt on this? One is go up and one is go down. Is there any doubt on this? Has everyone understood this? कोई डाउट है क्या? इधर ऊपर जाओ तो नीचे जाने का ना, दोनों में से कुछ चेक करने का, अप जाने का नहीं तो डाउन जाने का. Clear? So can I say this? If I have understood up and down, so assume I'm calling the function in the opposite fashion. Which is n-1 and m-1 with the initial limit of k, and assume the grid. Okay. So I can be like, let's quickly check on the grid as well. Perfect. So I have the limit initially as k. So if I'm going up, so probably up will be, I'm collecting it. If I'm collecting it, grid of ij plus, let's go up, which is I minus j. If I'm going up, which means going to another row, thereby that row will have new limit. Agreed? If I'm going to the next row, so that's a new row, the limit will be revised to k, right? The limit will be revised to k if I go up, but sorry, go right, go up and go left hoga. So if I'm going left, can I say it will be grid of, I'll take this grid ij, but I'll go to I comma j minus 1, which is left, but this time the limit will get reduced by 1 and I'll stay as grid. Agreed? Does everyone agrees? I'm starting from bottom left, I'm starting from this, I'm starting from bottom. इसलिए बोला डीपी का वीडियोस एक बार देख लो तो क्लियर हो जाएगा. I'm starting from bottom. So can I say if I'm picking up and I'm going to the new row, the limit will be revised. Have a new limit again, because assume you are standing here and you go up. So it's a new row that you're going. If you're going to the new row, then the limit will be completely available again in the new row. But if you're going to this, you're still in the same row. And if you're still in the same row, the limit will get reduced by -1. Understood? Understood, everyone? Right? So this much is clear. So we have understood up or left. That is something which we have understood. Now I know I can select this or I cannot select this. Now if I'm not selecting, what will happen? If I'm not selecting, again there will be something. Again there will be something. And that something will be f of, I can either go up, so that will be j. And if I'm going up, the limit will be this. And I can go down, so I can go left, which will be I comma j minus 1. But the limit still stays as the limit. Why? Because you did not pick up, because you did not select the cell. Because you did not select the cell. There'll be 4 states. One is the state, the other is the state, while the other states are this. So can I say, out of all states, whichever condition gave you the maximal answer, you can just take up this. Whichever case gave you the maximal answer, you can definitely take up this. So answer equal to minimum answer comma this, and just say answer equal to minimal answer comma this. Whichever state gives you the minimal answer, just make sure you take it. अच्छा मैक्स चाहिए मिनिमल चाहिए? मैक्स चाहिए तो मिनिमल चाहिए, तो मैक्स चाहिए ना, तो मैक्स लिखो, मैक्स लिखो. That's it. You write down all the states and that's it. That's how you do this. That's how you do this. Is that clear to everyone? क्या सबको समझ में आया? क्या आ गया? हाँ मैक्स में, हाँ ठीक. So that's it. No limit change. Don't select the sale. So no limit change. At the end of the day, return answer. Okay, base case is remaining. What about the base case? I know one thing. What are the base cases when I deal with grids? I told you in the DP series, there'll be 2 base cases. One is out of the matrix. You go out of the matrix. The other is reach the destination, which is 0, 0. You reach the destination 0, 0. Okay. So if you're going out of the matrix, it can be I lesser than 0 or it can be j lesser than 0. And if you're going out of the matrix, this answer will never be added to you. Similarly, you can return an int to mean that this answer never gets added to your answer. Got it? भाई पढ़ने का बिल्कुल मन नहीं है, मोटिवेशन कहाँ से लो? नहीं पता. मोटिवेशन क्या होता है? मोटिवेशन ले आओ. मोटिवेशन ही तो है. मोटिवेशन ही तो है. मोटिवेशन कहाँ से आता है? देखो बगल वाले को थोड़ा लिंक्डइन देखो, बहुत ही डिमोटिवेशन फील होगा कि लाइफ में कुछ नहीं कर रहे, खुद ही पढ़ने लगोगे. ठीक है. Out of matrix and reach the destination, right? So if you're returning int mean, so there might be an overflow case. There might come up a case where you're going as overflow because you have already like you're doing something plus something. Overflow तो होगा नहीं होगा. Overflow नहीं होगा. Int mean है. Int max होता तो overflow हो जाता क्योंकि something plus would have gone. Probably it will not overflow. They'll return this. Now when you're reaching the destination, you are at 0, 0 cell. Now you can either pick it or you can say I'll not pick it. There can be 2 ways. You will say I'll pick it or I'll not pick it, right? I'll pick it or I'll not pick it. So what will I do? So when can I pick it? The destination can be picked if it has limit. That means if I've reached this and if I've reached this and so if this is the destination, if there is the limit, if there is still a limit of picking, please pick this or else please don't pick anything. Wow. Right? Got it? So if there is a limit, you can still pick it or else I'll say, don't pick it. You have reached the destination, go back your home. So step by step, select up, down, and you're done the DP. So probably we will try to run this. Hopefully should run. Int mean was not declared in the scope. Oh, they need to add this. Yeah, that's a good habit because in online assessment this is not added. It's a good habit. Wow, बेहतरीन. Okay, so recursion is done, but it might give you TLE. Why? Because of these changing parameters. अरे टेलीग्राम, जिसको भी टेलीग्राम से निकाला है टेलीग्राम पे मैसेज कर दो. unblock कर दूंगा, अभी disturb मत. What are the changing parameters? Because this is recursion. So there are 3 different kind of stuff that you are dealing with. So the time complexity will be exponential. Now you need to convert the recursion into memoization. So you need to take care of the changing parameters. There's one I, there's one J, there's one K. What DP? 3D DP, 3D DP. Yes. Need to declare a 3D DP. Need to declare a 3D DP. Just go across and declare a 3D DP. Memorize it and you'll be able to do it. Have you guys understood? Have you guys understood? Just need to declare a 3D DP and you will be done. IJK का 3D DP कर दो. Memoization तो मैंने पढ़ा के थक चुका हूँ पढ़ा के. Memoization कर लोगे? What shall I do? Will you be able to do memoization? Just declare a 3D DP, guys. Very simple. State space reduction. Okay, you want to see the state space reduction? Because 3D DP ऐसे कर दो. Vector, another vector. So that's 3D DP. What's the first state? N. The next is vector. Again the same thing. Vector. Int. What's this? M. Then another vector. Int. What's the next? K. This is K plus 1 minus 1. Okay. Yeah, this should be it. Vector. तो मैं रन करा कैसे देख लेता हूँ ये डिक्लेरेशन सही होएगी. And you can just pass on the DP. Yeah, it works fine. And you can just copy paste this, pass it using reference. Just pass it using reference. And 2 steps that I've taught you. DP of IJ, K. And then you can be like, if this is DP of IJK is not equal to -1, return DP of IJK. Okay, should be fine. Okay, not. यहाँ पे DP लगा दो. यहाँ पे pass on the DP. Pass on the DP. Yeah. Okay, we're getting a wrong answer. Oh, why am I getting it? Okay, don't give me the Why did I get a wrong answer? Did I forget to do something? Grid लिया, DP लिया. इंसान अचानक DP के चलते wrong answer कैसे आ? ये क्या बात? अरे DP लगाने से wrong answer क्यों आ रहा है? एक सेकंड रुको. ये क्या बात है? इनिशियलाइजेशन नहीं लेता क्या इधर? Sorry, my bad. Thank you. Thank you, Gagandeep, Prakash, thank you. Yeah, fine. So we'll submit this, so this will be working fine. ठीक है. Memory limit exceeded. So as you see, if you do the memoization, the memory limit, the time limit comes up to be a lot. So we need to convert this. So how do you convert memoization code into tabulation? How do you convert a memoization code into tabulation? 3 steps. First, write the base case. First, make it 0. Write the base cases. Let's write the base case. What is the base case? Let's see. This one is out of the matrix. So whenever we will be dealing with something as out of the matrix, we just need to make sure we store int mean. Nothing apart from that. Apart from that, I see I equal to 0 and j equal to 0. On every limit that's greater than 0, we need to store this. On every limit that's greater than 0, we need to store this. Okay. On I equal to 0, j equal to 0. So what can be the possible limits? If I ask you, I know the limits can be from 0, rather can be from 1 till k. Greater than 0 means this. I'll say dp of 0, 0, and limit will be equal to 0. Sorry, equal to grid of 0, 0. That is what I've written. The first thing, right? The first thing that I've written. Because see the first base case. It states if the limit is greater than 0, then return this. So if I is 0, j is 0. So 0, 0. The third variable is limit. Any limit greater than 0, you store this. So you go across and say, for any limit greater than 0, please store this. First base case, done. And also next, return 0. This is something for limit equal to 0. So this is already stored. Why? Because the DP is declared as 0. So that's already stored. Right. Next, what's the next thing? Next thing is very important. We always say that we write the changing parameters. So without thinking anything, just write the changing parameter. So you directly start from this. You go across this I++ in the opposite fashion. So please write all the changing parameters in the opposite fashion. Please. Okay, done. And also other thing, limit. So the limit will start from 0 and the limit will go on till k and limit plus plus. So I've written all the changing parameters in the opposite fashion. You see, every changing is DP important for placement. Yeah, it is. सांस ऑक्सीजन जैसे तुम्हारे लिए जरूरी है जीने के लिए उतना ही डीपी प्लेसमेंट के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट. तो write all the changing parameters in the opposite fashion. Okay. Now I know one thing. For I equal to 0 and j equal to 0, we have done this stuff. So there is no need to do this stuff for this. For I equal to 0, there is no need to do. Apart from this, I'll have to do. How do you do? Just take it and copy paste. Take the recurrence, copy paste here. Take the recurrence, copy paste here. Copy paste it. Now, instead of return, try to write this. Perfect. Instead of all the f of stuffs, dp of I minus 1, this will be j. Perfect. Remove. Same thing. It's exactly the same thing. You see, how is it? It is dp of I j minus 1. dp of I j minus 1. Perfect. Right. And going across, this will be dp of I minus 1 j. dp of I minus 1 j. Perfect. This will be dp of I j minus 1. This will be dp of I j minus 1. Done. Now still there is a problem. Now you're doing I minus 1s. So whenever I is 0, this will go to minus 1. So just make sure if I minus 1 is greater than equal to 0. Over here, if just make sure to handle all the out of bound cases. If this is this, then you do I minus 1. Okay? If you do j minus 1, just check it out. Similarly over here, if I minus 1 is greater than 0, then only do it. Similarly over here, you check if j minus 1 is greater than equal to 0, then you do it. That's how you convert the tabulation case, right? And this will be limit. My bad. Third state को अपने घर पे ही छोड़ के आ गए. मेरी गलती है. मानते हैं. Done. Once I've done this, what about here? I say dp of n minus 1, m minus 1, and the k. That's what initially you called the function for. Now let's run this. Okay, the काम देखिए. कहाँ गलती हुई हमसे? चला क्यों नहीं भाई तू? अपनी कुछ तो गलती की है. ठीक है भाई. ये स्टेप्स मैंने बड़ा प्लेलिस्ट पे पढ़ा है. अरे कुछ तो गलती किया है, छोटा मोटा कोई गलती होगा. देखते हैं. dp of n minus 1, limit equal to k plus 1. Limit was also changing. Limit was also changing. We have taken limit as well. There are three stuff that we have taken. Greater than n, this. For limit equal to this. For 0, 0. Any 0, 0, I'm saying continue. No matter what I do, I am continue. Line 50 वाले में क्या आएगा शायद? Aha! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you're moving to the new it'll be K. If you're moving to the new row, it'll be K. Thank you so much. I copy paste गलत हुआ, माफ कर देना. कॉपी पेस्ट मेरा गलत हुआ है, माफ कर देना. ये लिमिट -1 होगा, ये लिमिट माइनस कॉपी पेस्ट गलत किया मैंने, कॉपी पेस्ट गलत किया, सॉरी. आई डिड द कॉपी पेस्ट, माय बैड. बढ़िया 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 बढ़िया. इफ लिमिट इज ग्रेटर देन 0 तो ये होगा लिमिट -1, अदरवाइज ये तो पूरा लिमिट ही रहेगा. कॉपी पेस्ट, कॉपी पेस्ट गलत होने से क्या होता है, गलत. कॉपी पेस्ट सही हो गया. हाँ, कॉपी पेस्ट सब गलत किया था. अरे कॉपी पेस्ट सब गलत हो गया था. ठीक है ठीक है, सह लेंगे, थोड़ा सह लेंगे. हो गया. लेट्स सी, होपफुली इट विल रन. लास्ट टेस्ट के टाइम लिमिट एक्सीडेड. What the hell? How on earth is this time limit exceeded? Has anyone submitted this problem? Like, how on earth is this time limit? I have the code of which the tester has written. बंदे ने तो, मैं देखता हूँ बंदे ने क्या लिखा. टेस्टर ने जो लिखा वो चेक करता हूँ एक बार. टेस्टर ने क्या लिखा, सेम ही तो लिखा है. हाँ सेम लिखा है. Done the same code. भाई साहब, ये नहीं आना चाहिए. अब इनके टाइम लिमिट में कुछ इश्यू है, मैं बता. टेस्टर ने भी सेम कोड लिखा है. I'll tell them to fix. Don't worry about that. Probably we're using vector, right? So that's why थोड़ा इशू आगे आगे होगा. एक बार डीपी करके देखते हैं, क्योंकि टेस्टर ने डीपी यूज़ किया. तो एक बार बस करके देख लेते हैं क्या होता है. आना तो नहीं चाहिए, लेकिन वेक्टर से, हाँ वेक्टर टेक्स अ बिट मोर टाइम. प्रॉब्ली उसके वजह से काफ़ी स्ट्रिक्ट होगा टाइम लिमिट. करके देख लेते हैं क्या फ़र्क. इन सोल्यूशन ओनली स्टेट स्पेस रिडक्शन देखता हूँ, रुको. स्टेट स्पेस रिडक्शन कैसे होगा इसमें, इसमें होगा क्या. हाँ होगा ना. अपन लोग को एक 2D अरे बनाना पड़ेगा. स्टेट स्पेस रिडक्शन में एक 2D अरे बनाना पड़ेगा, हो जाएगा. चल जा भाई. ओ भाई रुक जा, मैं इसको बोलता है यार टाइम लिमिट एक्सीड हो रहा है. एक सेकंड रुको, एक सेकंड, ध्यान लोगे यार. छड्डो छड्डो, ये लोग फिक्स कर देगा. स्टेट स्टेट स्पेस रिडक्शन मैं बोल देता हूँ. ये टीएलई कैसे कहा रहा है भाई, हद हो गया. एन इंटू एम इंटू के इज गिविंग टीएलई. Anyways, so the point of the story is like, story is, did you understand? Did you understand? टेस्टर का सोल्यूशन चला है. टेस्टर ने भी एनक्यूवी लिखा है, मेरे पास कोड है, मैं चिपका देता हूँ, चिपका के दिखाता हूँ. रुको मैं इसको ना कहीं सेव कर लेते हैं, नहीं तो फिर पंगे हो जाएंगे. तो कहीं सेव कर लेते हैं, तो कहीं सेव कर लेते हैं. टेस्टर का सोल्यूशन देखते हैं. टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी तो इसने लिखा है. हाँ, टेस्टर का ये रहा. टेस्टर ने एन इंटू एम इंटू के ही लिखा है, एन इंटू एम इंटू के ही लिखा है. एन एम ही लिया है, इंट मीन लिया है, बेस केस रखा है, एन एम का लूप चला है, लिमिट का लूप चला है. सेम ही तो है. उल्टा इसने और एक बार लिमिट का, 2 बार लिमिट का लूप चला है. इसका इसका मैं सबमिट मारता हूँ. एपिक, करेक्ट. तो हद हो गया भाई. दिस इज एपिक. एन एम, लाइक मुझे जितना नॉलेज है छोटी सी जिंदगी में, छोटी सी जिंदगी में it's n into m into k loop. It's n into m into k loop again, and it's another k loop again. So logically the time complexity of this guy is greater than me, like logically. Then he has another loop, and apparently my code is simple n into m into k and couple of 4 states. Or am I missing some state? Am I? Am I not? I'm not. Telling. Telling. Koi nahi, telling. I on DP. Yeah. Anyways, let's come back to understand the space optimization. So let's come back and understand the space optimization, and then we will get across. So I can say is okay. We have an nm limit. So over here, if you're seeing something as I minus 1 and j minus 1 of the current row, so you can say this is current, this is previous, and you need two guys. You need two guys. So probably you can just create something which is a 2D array, like something like vector int previous. Okay, you can just do a previous, and you can say m comma vector int limit k plus 1 comma 0. And similarly you can also define the current. Okay, so we can definitely do a current, right? And क्या करना है अपन को, ये वाला चीज की जगह ये हटा दो, पूरा हटा दो. अभी यहाँ पे क्या आ गया, ये करंट वाला, ये प्रीवियस रो है तो इसको प्रीवियस कर दो. अगेन ये स्टेप मैंने बताया हुआ है, प्रीवियस कर दो. आगे जाओ आगे जाओ आगे जाओ आगे जाओ. यहाँ पे क्या होगा, you'll make this previous, you'll make this current, you'll make this previous, you'll make this current, you'll make this current. And once this entire 2D is computed, yes, once this entire 2D is computed, remember this, you're computing at 2D, so wait for the inner loop to get computed, because that's when you say previous equal to current, and right over here you say okay previous. So just make sure you have all the car of j's getting computed, and then you can just run this. Okay, I think चल जाना चाहिए. Compilation error. Bhai, int mean was not declared in the scope. Got it? Has everyone got the space optimization technique? Again, the space optimization you can learn from the DP playlist. I've taught all the wrong answer. तो क्या दिक्कत है? नहीं तो कुछ छूटा. प्रीवियस इक्वल टू कर है, j इक्वल टू j पूरा निकाल लो, पूरा j का निकल जाएगा, लिमिट प्रीवियस हो जाएगा, तो प्रीवियस इक्वल टू कर दे. तो प्रीवियस इक्वल टू वेरी कर सही है. Am I doing a mistake? Should work. स्टेट रिडक्शन चलना तो चाहिए, बट चल क्यों नहीं रहा है वो देख. रन टाइम एरर आ रहा है. अरे यार अभी तो टेस्ट केसेस दे रहे थे. हम्म, 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 हम्म. और ओपे एक्सपेक्टेड आउटपुट पे डिफरेंस. I'm saying previous of 0, column 0 पे limit. Why not do a state reduction? Why can't I not do a thing? Previous वाला मैं करके ले state reduction. Anyways, so, इन्होंने ओके अब चल जाएगा. पुराना कोड बोल रहे अब चल जाएगा. एक सेकंड. वो भी चिपका के कहीं रखते हैं। ये पुराना कोड इन्होंने अभी ऑप्टिमाइज टाइम लिमिट का कुछ तो किया है। चलना चाहिए था वैसे तो, नहीं चला, बिकॉज ऑन द कॉन्सेप्ट भी फाइन और है यार ये थोड़ा- I'll see its state reduction should मतलब चलना चाहिए था. I'm not sure why the state reduction did not run, but logically the state reduction is previous. This is cur. This would be cur, and then you can just swap previous and cur. करेक्ट आंसर चलो. नहीं कर वाला नहीं, कर इनसाइड फॉर लूप नहीं, कर तो कर क्या है बेसिकली मैं 2D मैट्रिक्स कंप्यूट कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है, जब मेरा पूरा 2D मैट्रिक्स कंप्यूट हो जाएगा एक रो का, तो एक रो ही तो है ये, आई इक्वल टू रो ही तो है. अरे यार अपन कॉपी पेस्ट नहीं किए थे क्या? तो मतलब कर ऑफ जे होगा, प्रीवियस होगा नहीं, ये तो सही है यार. कहीं तो कुछ कुछ एक तो हमने बेस केस पे गलती किया होगा कि वैसे नहीं हो रहा है. अरे देयर वुड बी सम मिस्टेक ऑन द बेस केस, otherwise it should work, because I'm saying on the previous equal to 0 and I equal to 0 it will be fine. The moment I equal to 1 goes, is there a case where we will be failing? Let me think. If I'm getting an m and p plus, be fine. Just no. Oh, चला क्यों नहीं, ये नहीं समझना लॉजिकली तो ये तरफ हिंट मीन भी है, लिमिट भी है, प्रीवियस में कर दिया इसी को सॉर्ट कर सकते यहाँ पे देखिए. ये बोल रहे कि पिछला रोका है, बोल रहे करंट रोका है, हमारा देश बोल रहा प्रीवियस रोका है, बोल रहा करंट रोका हमारा दे. फिर ये बोल रहा है करंट रो में स्टोर कर दे, यहाँ पर डिक्लेयर मार, फिर यहाँ से टीपीएफ पुराना वाला ले ले. तो ये वाला वाला ले लूँगा, प्रीवियस कर मार दूँ. तो जाना चाहिए और ये यार डाउनलोड वाला. एनीवेज इसको अपन लोग बाद में देखते हैं. तो कुछ तो मैं देखता हूँ तो स्टेट रिडक्शन होगा कैसे. जनरली ऐसे ही होता है स्टेट रिडक्शन, लाइक you basically have I minus 1, so you make it previous, this is current, so that should be the state, that should be the state reduction. Probably not sure why is the state reduction not working, but I'll probably I think the reason it is not working is I think, I'm not sure, is equal to I think it's not able to assign a 2D. I think it's not able to assign a 2D vector. That is the, I can at least think of that reason. Probably over here it's not able to shift the values into previous, probably. Let me try that as well. Let me try that as well by shifting manually. Probably वो issue हो सकता है, वैसे वाले से हुआ नहीं, हो सकता है, like not sure. Previous j limit equal to कर j limit. That might be the case. Let me see. Might be the case. Oh, very wrong. Up. Anyways, इसका state reduction में देखता हूँ. I'll check out the 3D state reduction because uh, first time I'm seeing it's not running. But anyways, I'll check this off. But hopefully you have understood the 3D DP that we wrote, the normal one, this one. I hope you understood this. So I'll be checking the state reduction. I'll tell you afterwards. Telegram group पे update कर दूंगा. ठीक है. So link पे Telegram group का link है. Sorry, link पे description पे Telegram group का link है. Join कर लेना. Tomorrow lead code weekly morning 8. So I'll be solving it at 10 o'clock. Put कर inside I loop. अरे put कर inside I loop. Shit. Is that the case? Let me check it off. Good currency. Just that the case? नहीं, केस तो नहीं है. कर तो रिप्लेस हो जाएगा. कर सही है यार. कहीं कुछ तो और इश्यू है. पंगा है. कुछ और पंगा है ब्रो. लेट्स really will check it afterwards. दिमाग में तो मेरे अभी कुछ आ नहीं रहा है. क्यों नहीं चल रहा है. I'll check it afterwards. And let's end the stream over here. We have already jumped up 1 hour. So let's meet tomorrow, 10 o'clock, guys. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Good night. Let me end the stream.